Ooh, welcome back to the 100K podcast, season 3, episode 17. It's wing night, boys. Yeah.
Wangs.
Good to be here. 1 week of the playoffs are done. Jev, good to be back.
Das, this week at San Fran, is it a Kiss concert or a football game? Because I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day.
We'll cut it.
Keep on shouting, you keep on shouting.
We love the 69ers.
Wanna rock and roll all night
and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all
I
night.
love this. Oh, good on you, Das.
Yeah, I had to do
How are
that.
you, Luke?
Lewis.
Yeah, fantastic. I got 30 wings in the gut, Das. I'm ready to fire.
Morgs just went ham on the wings. Jev got him down at the local chicken shop.
Chicken wing shop.
Proud chick.
Well done, boys.
Not
All right.
sponsoring the
Big
show.
shop.
Boys, huge week last week, obviously, to finish off the betting tally for the season for all of us. After all year, Jev being on the bottom, Jev leapfrogged with 2 weeks to go and finished first on 63%, Morgs on 60.4%, and myself on 59.8%.
Das.
Jev. So, boys, if Leonard Fournette, the last bet I had, if he scored another 14 yards, Morgs, we both would have finished on 60.4%. The exact same, both finished in McDonald's, but I am the loser. So, Morgs, what is in store for me this week?
So we said loser spends 24 hours at McDonald's. The only way to reduce that 24 hours time is by eating Big Macs. A Big Mac gets you 1 hour off the clock. We also have our steak and eggs, as everyone knows, our unders and overs. Now, Das, you're a bit unsure about this, and I'd love to share some audio from during the week, Jev. He was very disappointed when I shared the news with him that a losing steak and egg from the loser of the entire competition, due to the fact that Jev and I are eating Big Macs for our losers, Das has to eat 6 nuggets for every loser in the steak and eggs department. How many did you have, Das?
8.
So he has 48 chicken nuggets.
Before I even get any time off the clock.
And I reckon you're looking at least 10 Big Macs.
He's going to aim for more, I reckon. He's going to go around 12 to 15.
So to put it into perspective, so he ate 10 Big Macs, he has to eat his mandatory 48 nuggets. He's still looking at 14 hours at McDonald's. Now, Jev has 10 incorrect steak and
10
eggs.
incorrect steak
I
and
have
eggs.
11. So at the moment, that means, Jev, you have to spend 10 hours at McDonald's.
You guys
I
are
have to
doing an
spend
hour.
11. So I reckon, 45 minutes or so. Jev.
I'll be in and out in 20 minutes.
So,
Catch you, Das.
Das, what I wanted to do, I thought it'd be a bit unfair. I don't think you need to prepare. I don't sort of believe in that. But what I wanted to do, Jev, I thought it would only be right that we show the viewers. And Das, I wanted you to show us personally. So what I did, I've headed down.
What's this?
I've got you a Big Mac.
Come on.
Did you know that we're going to have like 28 nuggets?
So what I think we should do it on the show. Show us your technique. Show us how you stomach it.
How cold is this?
It's cold. I've got that yesterday. So
No, it's not yesterday.
not yesterday. So we can speed up the footage, or I don't know if it's great TV.
Just get into it.
Oh yeah. So
So
two
this-
hands.
So you've already eaten a bit today. So say this is about your 7th, 8th.
No, that's honestly, I was just hungry.
Have 2 hands, big bites.
Yeah,
Get
nice.
it down, Joey Chestnut style. You chewing into the mic.
I just want to make sure they understand what's going on. This isn't fake. This is a real stunt.
It's real cold too.
Oh, it's funny.
So
Anyway, we'll do good legs, bad legs.
sure, yeah,
Morgs,
like it. You get it's good.
What does get to
TV.
do is, you guys watch us do Big Mac. Me and Morgs do good legs.
I'm happy
bad
watching,
legs.
to be honest.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
go
it.
on, Jeff.
So
Good
yeah,
legs.
I went 26-5 the last 5 weeks down the stretch.
That's bloody
And then
impressive.
5 losers in 5 weeks, 84% down the stretch. I only had 1 loser last week. That was Austin Eckler as my steak and eggs for 50.5 rushing yards.
No, credit
If you're
to
up 27-0, you just run the ball, don't you? Like, I can't believe this loss, and then the rest were winners. What about you? Any bad legs?
You want my bad legs? Yeah, well, I had
legs.
Jefferson steak and eggs. I just backed good players, and and New York just sort of shut him down a little bit. Kittle anytime. I was a crack addict for a bit with Kittle. You said in the post, Jeff, I probably should have gone with Debo or CMC. I did want CMC, but I just got sucked into Kittle.
Yep.
And Richie James, for the first time in 7 weeks, didn't have his 40 yards. So that's probably on me. I mean, I don't know. It's tough, this betting business, but Richie James for 40 in a playoff, it's probably on me.
Yeah.
Das, how are you digesting?
Yeah, Stephon Diggs, I couldn't really nail that one-hander. Unfortunate, he's let me down a lot this year, so I thought I'd die on that hill. You know who else I'm not betting on again? Joe Mixon. He did me 25 receiving yards. And Lenny Fournette. All right,
Thank fuck.
if you look at someone's form, we like to look at it, we're like, look, if they do well, back him again. Lenny Fournette, coming off his playoff Lenny a couple of years ago. He had 127 rushing yards against the Cowboys. I need for 25. He gives me 11. Or 14.
Against the Cowboys.
Week 1.
Round 1. Okay, it's a while ago.
Week 1.
right. Yeah,
But
fair enough.
run the ball. And pretty disappointed. Anyway,
Did you think that Tampa would win that game?
I thought he would run for 25.
Clearly. That's a good response. Bad luck.
So did I, Darth. You're a bit stiff.
Jeff, you're...
Good legs, yeah. 49ers minus 3.5. That was cash. CMC 50 rush yards. EDN for 60 rush yards. Eckler anytime. TJ Hawkinson 40. Isaiah Hodgins.
Yeah, that was
Hodgins
nice.
25. Bengals minus 3.5. And Tom Brady 225. There's fucking 8 winners there.
No, your form's
Out of 9.
impressive.
I'm on fire. Luke?
Good legs. Obviously, I had Chris Godwin on the final dance for 50. I had Cash Cowius Clay, old Tyler Boyd for 25 yards. And obviously, never in doubt, Jags plus 9.5, Jeff. It never looked in doubt. And that was
Great
just
bet.
a good bet.
Great bet.
I had Brandon Ayuk, boys. He's been very under the radar. He's had a very good year for 25 yards. Josh Allen for 225. Bills money line, Dig 60. Danny Dimes, 25 on the ground. I actually had a smaller bet for Danny to run one in and 90 rushing yards, which is a lot, even though he had 78. Great game from him. And Tony Pollard, 40. Ran the ball really well. We'll be looking
Good
to
bet. Good
go back on that one this year.
How
This
was
year,
that,
this
how
week.
was that Big Mac just quietly does?
Really
Full?
good.
Are you full?
It was good. I'm full.
Can I just say before, because obviously I reckon what are we, 8 minutes in, this is when people start to sort of drop off. So join us next week. We're going live from McDonald's car park. The show will be live. So obviously it'll come out probably the day after because there are no Sunday games our time. So it'll probably still come out Sunday. But on Saturday, we'll obviously be posting on the story. Darcy will be on the clock. So will Jev and I.
Yeah, we'll be on the clock.
But come down, buy Darcy.
You guys will
Big
be on a
Mac.
stopwatch.
It's not cheap. So yeah, we'll be live from. So join us. Stay tuned on the Instagram. We'd love to have some support down there.
I'd love to see someone rock up, buy 2 Big Macs, eat one themselves, give one off to you, Darth. You eat one of your Big Macs. I'd love to see that.
Well, look, I'm actually
what about a Mega Mac? What if someone buys you a Mega Mac?
Oh, down it. It's still only an hour, but a bit of extra meat just to clog me up.
Ever heard anyone?
Bit of protein.
Yeah.
No, Brayside Macca's. We'll post a lot during the week about the details, but we will be live from Brayside Macca's next week. Can't wait. Darth is doing his time. He's eating Big Macs. We'll have a couple of Big Macs.
I'm going to be playing poor, boys. I haven't backed too many winners this year. I'm a bit underdone. A bit of support might go a long way next week. Now, Jev, everyone loves a feel-good story. Uncle Jev, I'd sit on your lap if I could.
Yeah,
But do you have a story for us?
I got a little story about $6. Morgs. Here's a little story about how I turned $6 into 1K, $1,000. And how 39 Warwick Yappa is my trigger number. 30. So my first bet, $6 on Austin Eckler, first touchdown, won $39. Then, when the prince that was promised was down 17-0, I got on my phone, bring, called up Sportsbet, and live bet Jacksonville at 7-1 and had my whole 39 on it. Bang. Won 273 when they had the greatest comeback in playoff history. Then I thought there's only one way to truly thank a prince. So I took 173 of those bucks and put it on this multi. Josh, Giants, Saquon, DJ, Cincy Bengals to win. And turn that into basically one. Then Monday Night Football, I hit this. Look at the account balance. Good story. Good story. So
That's unbelievable,
It's
Kev.
actually unbelievable. I was on fire. I turned $6 into $1,000. I couldn't believe it. And then I had, you can see, I had a little bit of money in the account. Had a few different bets. I ended up having $3 on Dalton Schultz first touchdown.
You were hot
And
last
I
week.
won, yeah, I hit 4 first touchdown scores. I won $39. So now I've got 39 in the account again. I'm going to go try turn that into 1K again. I'm going to have a crack again. You have to turn our story notifications on because it's not going to last long.
Great
turn
plug.
our story notifications on.
It's going to be a live bet, will it?
Yeah. Oh, it could be live betting or it could be for the game.
Okay.
There's a couple of bets I'm looking at. So, yeah, be ready because we're going to try and turn 39 into 1K again. I'm going to go hard. So
I like the fact that you're unsure. Get those notifications on. That's
yeah,
good business from you,
I
Jeb.
don't know what I'm going to bet on just yet, but I will be betting.
Turn 6 into a Grand Fenwick.
What do you call a gay marsupial?
What?
A lick a lot of puss. All right, boys. First game. Let's get into it. Jags versus the Chiefs. Jeff, you got a leg. You like the Prince? Who do you like?
What's the line, Das? What's the handicap?
Oh, 10, not 8.5. You knew I didn't.
Sorry. It's the line's 8.5. I like the Chiefs minus 10.5, Lou.
Okay.
Minus 10.5.
$2.02, Jeff. That is $2.02.
Pat Mahomes has played 11 playoff games.
Yes.
He's only ever lost in regulation time once. The Super Bowl against Tampa when he had 4 own linemen injured. Other than that, he's lost twice in OT, and apart from that, he's perfect. His wins have been by 18, 20, 11, 11, 14, 21, and then there was 1 by 5.
So what does that mean?
And then 6 against Buffalo and OT. He blows teams the fuck out. He blows them out. He doesn't just beat you, he blows you out. He has a passer playoff rating of 105.7 with 28 TDs in his 11 games. Andy Reid off a bye is the best coach in NFL history. This game, Morgs, will not be close. Chiefs minus 10.5 at $2.02. I actually like even more. I could go 13.5, but I'm looking at these numbers. It's usually around 10, 11. Minus 10.5 for $2.02. I'm going all in on this. Let's go, Lou. You got a leg?
Yeah, well, you've sold me. I had Kansas head-to-head, which obviously didn't go in the 100K to ask, because why would it when we've got them, minus 10.5?
Yeah.
I did have written down, though, I actually didn't mind the Jags plus 12.5, which we got 2 points buffer there. I love the confident Jeff. I don't know. I just think the fact that I think KC have the offense, obviously, to win a 10.5 point spread. I just don't think they have the defense. And I know that they were 27-0 down in the first half last week, but I said to you before the show, Das, the reason I'm confident about it, though, Trev gave him back the ball 4 times in the first half. So, if you only give that ball back once, that's probably 3 scores, at least a field goal. It's nothing like 27-0, but Jeff, it doesn't matter in the end. $1.71 for plus 12.5. I fucking love that bet. But I obviously got Kansas City head-to-head. Trav Kelce anytime. You say fucking Mr. January, what are we? 12 touchdowns in 15 playoff games. He had 7 catches for 81 and a touchdown when they faced off in the regular season against the Jags. Last week, Gerald Everett, he had 6 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown, Das. So they're obviously tight ends. It's good against the Jags. Can't say no to it. I've got Trav Kelce for 60 yards. Trav Kelce anytime. Just back me in here, lads.
Come on.
I'll be backing you in.
Kelsey's due.
Jeff,
He's
what
due.
did we say last as a whole? So we didn't go over exactly like how we went as a week, but we had a really good week. And while we messaging each other, playoffs, even first week of playoffs, it felt easy to bet on because the good players are always going to step up.
Players come up.
Chiefs are a good team. Kelsey's a great
Richie
player.
James.
Patrick Mahomes, boys.
Isaiah Hodgins.
275 yards. He's 8-3 in the playoffs. He's averaging 307 yards per game. I think it's a no-brainer. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot. See what Brady tried to do? Those players just want the ball in hand. He's going to get rid of it and get a lot of yards. And Jerick McKinnon, boys, anytime touchdown. He's been hot. 7 touchdowns in the last 5 weeks. Best thing about him is he can run the ball, but he'll also catch a little pass and run one in as well while everyone's trying to get
He's
all the
so
receivers
hot,
up front.
so hot.
They got a
You
lot
have
of
to bet on that.
They got a lot of weapons and a team that scores a lot. They could put up easily 30 points. Someone's got to score them. They like to throw it around. So love him to punch one in. If you are hot, you are hot. So you are in. Jeff, you got a joke for us before the next game?
No joke. You got one?
I thought my mum actually had Tourette's
Yeah.
for all these years. She just could never find her car keys. Fuck.
That's better than it got. That's not a bad joke.
That's good. Oh, Jeff, New York, Philly.
No leg in the
See,
100K.
can you imagine though? Like she'd be fine. Like fuck.
For years.
Like,
I thought she had Tourette's.
I had to try. Go on, Jeff.
No leg for the 100K. No, I'm a Giant supporter. I absolutely love the run we're on. We
Just want to enjoy it.
We were so impressive last week. But I have one bet for everyone, and this is a value bet. And this could be on the little $6 journey, this bet. So Boston Scott, he's the backup running back he's nearly the 3rd string running back if you think about it. Miles Sanders is their number 1. Jalen Hurts their number 2. Boston Scott's
Kenneth
basically their
Gainwell?
number 3.
He looks like a Sprite can in pads.
He does. He looks like a Sprite can in pads. He's played the New York Giants twice a year for 4 years. Played him 8 times, Lou. He only hasn't scored in 1 game against us. Apart from that, he scored 9 touchdowns in 8 games. He scores every single time he plays the Giants. He fucking loves playing the Giants. He's paying $4.40 anytime touchdown.
Can I have 10 on it?
7 out of the last 8 games he scored against us.
And not in the 100K?
This is one of the bets
It
of the
almost
year.
should be.
And then also, another little
Please.
dabble if you got a few spare bucks.
I don't.
19-1 for first touchdown. Keep your eyes on this. 19-1 for first touchdown, 440 anytime. Boston Scott. Remember the name Boston Scott? This is going to be one of my bets. I want you to have 10 on them both. Just not in a multi, just 10 on Boston Scott, 1 out, 440.
Boston Sprite can in Paz.
It's like a hot water unit with a helmet.
Yep, that's it.
Ooh, AJ Brown, Darcy, your man. I got him for 60 yards. Now, he's a 7-point favourite. Obviously, the spread. I think that might be a little bit too much. But 9 times he's been a 7-point favourite, Darcy, and he's averaged 91 yards in each of those times. So just loves front running. And good for him. It's
good.
Line, he's 70.5. His last 4, 95, 97, 103 and 181. It's an unbelievable month and a bit. So just got him for 60 yards, Darcy. I think I got him for about $1.36. That's just fucking good betting.
That's it. Fucking love. Boys, I don't think we have to take an over and under, but I will. Danny Dimes, boys, over 44.5. The last 5 times he's versus the Eagles, Jeff, he's averaged 47.6 yards. Last week, him and Saquon looked unbelievable. You would obviously, being a Giant supporter, you watched it so well. You think that Saquon's so good for you guys that they want to stop the run. I thought Danny looked unbelievable last week of being able to know when to give it to him and when to pull, because you can't guard both ways. And I thought like he had the ball. If he thought it was clear, he'd give it to him. And so many times he'd pull it out and run himself. So they obviously can't stack both sides of the box. I think he's looking like he's reading the run really well. Yep. I think they will both run well, but I think that he'll go on with that and he'll get a few little chunk plays. And I've also got him to score. He missed out last week. I think he will be able to punch one in this week because they're not going to let Saquon go over the top or through.
He actually did score last week, but there was a flag and they disallowed it. He was unfucking believable, Danny Dimes.
Not in the 100K, but could I possibly tempt you, Jeff, on your 6K journey or whatever it is, $6 journey. You just sold me on Saquon. The Eagles are going to be watching Dimes running so badly. And I reckon Saquon out at the back. You just never know.
The bet with Saquon,
I think they both will.
Is his all-purpose yards, though. Rushing and receiving.
What's the line?
So like he only had 53 rushing, but he also had 57 receiving. He had 110
he didn't
total
hit the 60.
last week. Yep. Didn't get to 60.
Like it. I'll find out. Push on, I'll find out.
His all-purpose is 96.5.
There you
go. That's your bet.
There's your bet.
There's your bet. That's it for that game. Morgs, do you have a little gag before the next game? Bengals-Bills.
Bengals-Bills. So there was a piano man that played in a chuka.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah. I want it quickly.
Oh, okay. It doesn't come quick. I thought that's what you were going to laugh at.
No, I said a little joke.
Yeah, no, but that's a long joke. That was the joke. Goes for about 6 minutes.
What's better than eating a mandarin?
What's that?
Eating a mandarin out.
Well done.
Jev, you love that one. Hey. All right, boys, Bengals-Bills. Jev.
What do you call someone who refuses to fart in public?
What?
A private tutor. Oh, God. This is my favourite game to bet on by an absolute mile, Bills-Bengals. And my favourite bet of the week, my best bet of the week, is Josh Allen anytime at $2.50.
Best bet of the week.
Best bet of the week.
Better than Byron Pringle can.
Boston Scott.
Boston Scott Sprite can.
No, this is my bet of the week.
There you go.
100% my bet of the week is Josh Allen anytime. He plays hero ball. He does whatever it takes to get the win, whatever he needs. He has design runs. He keeps it. He runs. I can get Josh Allen $2.50 anytime and then $1.45 for Josh Allen for 40 rushing yards.
Yep.
The old tuck under the arm and go. That same gamer pays $3.40. Yeah, I'm all in on Josh Allen.
Are they both in the 100K?
Both in the 100K.
Love it.
And then I got one other bet. Bengals plus 7.5 at $1.65.
Love this. Sorry,
The
twist.
Bengals have only lost one playoff game under Joe Burrow. That was a Super Bowl by 3 points last year. Every other playoff game is close. Raiders 26-19, one-score game. Titans 19-16, one-score game. Chiefs 27-24 in OT, one-score game. And then Ravens last week 24-17, one-score game. There is no reason to say that this isn't going to be another one-score game. I'll take the Bengals plus 7.5, $1.65 any day of the damn week. Lewis.
Well done. Well, I'm fading Devin Singletary, Das, and I think it's about time we did. Under 39.5. This will be my stake in egg. Yes, I know we didn't have to, but I had to have one in. 40 rushing yards to RBs, Jeb. I've got a little theory. I think it's harder to come by than we think. Unless you're a top 5 running back, a cowbell sort of running back. I just think 40 yards is a lot. Like Lenny Fournette does. He couldn't get 25 for
No, he fucking couldn't.
James Cook had more touches than Devin last week, and I think they might be going towards James Cook, potentially moving away from Devin Singletary.
I
went back and had a look. The reason I like it so much is I think the Bills might fall behind, not by much, but I think they will fall behind. Bengals score for fun in their scripted sets, which is why I like Cash Cowley's Clay Tyler Boyd so much. They were up 7-0 in a flash before Damar Hamlin obviously got injured against the Bills. 12-0 in their first quarter against the Bats. I'm fading Single Gundy Darson. I love it.
It's me too. I've wanted to do this for years.
Devin Single under.
I've ripped the Band-Aid off.
Fade this bloke.
Boys, went to have this bloke for 50. You guys talked me into going for 60. Let's go. It's actually funny. I spelled spelt it wrong. He sounds European. Stefan Diggs, not Stefan. Stefan Diggs, 60 yards, boys. Last week he showed up. We knew that he would. Now he's coming into the playoffs. Jevs, 7 receptions, 114 yards last week.
Game.
Probably should have had a Tudley. He will probably score one this week. Don't have him in though. But $1.36, boys. Morgs, is he playing on burnt toast? Eli Apple?
Eli Apple, the burnt toast, the apple toasty.
The Apple toasty.
Oh, God.
How many yards do you reckon he'll go? 100? A buck again?
Honestly,
Apple strudel.
96.
96 and a tud. I reckon he'll score this week.
You saw it last week. Did you see some of the throws Allen was throwing deep? It was like a fucking
They just
whack-a-mole.
He just takes deep shots. Like
It's unbelievable. He
He
can't
needs to
help
get on
himself.
one for that 60 yards. Josh Allen loves a deep
God.
shot.
So, Stefan Diggs, the European, make sure you get on him now. Jeff, do you have another little gag for the last game?
What do you call a guy with a small dick?
What?
Justin.
Morgs.
What do you call a guy with a giant dick? Phil.
That's good. All right,
What did
boys.
the hurricane say to the coconut tree? Hold on to your nuts. This ain't no ordinary blowjob.
That's bad. Was that the first time you read it? Yeah, that's good. All right, boys. The Cowgirls versus the 69ers. Everyone give his best 69er. All right, boys. Jeff, you got a gag? I mean, you got a leg.
Yeah.
fuck.
Let's keep it simple. Let's not overthink this one, lads.
What are we doing?
Christian McCaffrey anytime. $1.72.
Smart.
It's hit 8 weeks in a row.
It's like the 11th commandment.
It's the 11th
CMC, punch one in.
Ancestral.
Yeah, 8 weeks in a row. Whether it's receiving or rushing, he's a scoring fucking machine. Don't miss out on this value. He's fucking scoring. Oh, what's his first touchdown? Get back to me, Lou. I'll get him for first touchdown.
Probably
because that's
5s or
probably a
7s.
chance as well.
Smart. Am I on base?
Yeah, you're on.
San Fran head-to-head, Das. Give me that. I just think they win. I think they're too good. And I think, Das, we spoke about it earlier. Have a bet on San Fran to win the NFC.
$6, Jeff.
Das, can you find out what it pays NFC? I think that's just the bet here.
263. I checked
Great,
the-
$2.60. So I get $2.60. I think they're just making the Super Bowl. I think they're unfortunately, Jeff, I think they're the best team in it.
100%.
I think Dallas will put up a good effort, but give me San Fran. Now, Brock Purdy, I'm going Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott.
Wanna rock and roll all night
and Purdy every day.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
332 last week against that sorry Seattle defense, which obviously I know are far worse than the Dallas D. Don't get me wrong, Das. He had 197 against Arizona because he
show
just put the
sucks.
Q in the rack. His month before this, though, listen to this month, 284, 234, 217, 185 in the 35-7 win against Tampa. So obviously Q in the rack. 210 the week before that against Miami. This is unbelievable.
fucking stud.
A round 7 pick, 200 yards. I just think, watch this guy win the game for him. And then Dak Prescott, he's had 209 of 11 games this year. I think he's been a little bit underrated in
Dacky.
in the betting. I honestly think he has. He's been underrated in the betting game, Das. 2 games he didn't. It was Washington, where he played like a road apple, and the 54-19 win over Indy, where he just wasn't needed.
Faster.
Now, listen to the 4 games, right? The last 4 games. Now, that we talk about the 69ers defense. I think it's a little overhyped in the passing games. I think fade
Yeah.
Zeke and Tony. Are you on Tony this week?
I'm on Tony.
Yeah, back Tony,
Zeke.
fade Zeke. Now,
Squeak.
last week, Gino, 253 yards in the air last week. Jeff, David Blau, have you heard of him?
No.
Plays for the Cardinals. He had 180 in 3 quarters.
Wow.
Stidham had 365.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Sit him though.
And then Wentz and Heineken had 289 between them. I'm fading the Cowboys running backs, the 69ers defense, and there's no way that the rubber ducky doesn't have to.
the rabbit ducky.
The funny thing is, I wrote that down.
Give me eye hurts.
There were so many numbers in there.
Conjunctivitis.
That's great.
The Bears.
Yeah, anyway, Christian McCaffrey first touchdown 6-1.
I've got Tony Pollard, boys. Morgs, 25 plus yards.
That's a
His
good
last
bet.
5 games, 46.4 yards and a tut he's averaging. The Niners defense is good, but look, they've relied on the run a lot this year, the Cowboys. Now, Zeke has had a lot more red zone work. Tony's a lot more between the 20s.
Smart.
Yeah.
You watch him last week, they gave it to him. Like, Zeke was running into a brick wall. He's just a little bit more faster on the edge, Pollard. He probably doesn't drop the shoulder enough. Like, you see guys like Saquon last week, like move blokes. He definitely doesn't do that, but he just needs a little bit of a crease, and he definitely seems to punch one
Hip
through a
crease.
little bit quicker. Look, 25 yards is 1 or 2K. He'll at least get 12 to 15 carries or attempts in this game because they need the run to get going. I think they won't abandon the run, boys. 25 plus is a lock.
25.
25 plus, that's all we needed.
What did that pay?
Oh, $1.20 or something.
It wins.
Not Dan Pollard, Tony Pollard. When he fell off that rock. Dan, if you're listening.
He won't beg you. No one else is.
He won
you
of
are-
one.
Oh my god! I think about that.
the time.
I think about that so often. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
I've got
All
the
right, boys,
multi if you need it.
Those are the legs, Morgs. Can you please try and read this out as fast as you can, as funny as you
And better
can?
than I did last week, apparently.
You liked zest.
I needed you to.
Well,
Yes.
Das, first I've got a question. If your Uncle Jack was on his roof and he
Yes.
wanted you to help him
Yes.
down, would you help your Uncle Jack off?
Yes, I would. I'd also help him off a horse. Racing now, Chiefs.
What was that joke? What was my grandpa's last words? Still hold the ladder.
That's good.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Why am I waiting? This is dead air.
Yeah, no,
He's putting on a song, he reckons.
I want
I've
news.
got something after this as well.
I want to be. So you've got.
Can you imagine watching this, hanging around for this?
Unwatchable.
No, sucks. Sorry, Morgs, go.
That was a waste.
Sorry.
Cut this.
Chiefs minus 10.5. Mahomes 275 yards. Joe McKinnon anytime touchdown scorer. Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and then Kelce for 60 through the air. Danny Jones 44 rushing. Danny Jones to score. AJ Brown 60 yards. Bengals plus 7.5. Singletary under 39.5. It's about fucking time. Josh Allen anytime. Come on. Josh Allen 40 rushing. Stephon Diggs 60 yards receiving. Tony Pollard 25 rushing. Prescott 200. Purdy 200. San Francisco 69ers match winning. McCaffrey to score. Debo 40 yards and Kittle 40 yards.
Let's go.
You need to have DAS on that. $10.93. It pays 9150.00 and we get back $100,000. $9.50.
Upper.
Jeff, I believe you had something to finish off.
Yeah, I want you to look me in the eye and tell me this isn't going to win because this is the second. This is the second 100K multi
I'll
of
listen
the week.
first.
It pays 16,001. You got to have about $6 on it to win 100K.
Like your $6?
I've got money on it to win 100K.
Wow.
Thanks for you too, or
Nah.
it's just fine. I'll listen first.
Travis Kelce first touchdown. Dallas Goddard first touchdown. Dawson Knox first touchdown. George Kittle first touchdown. All four tight ends to score the first touchdown of the game.
Wow. You can
You only
see.
have $6 on that to win 100 grand. And if you want, instead of Kittle, if you want Dalton Schultz, it pays even more, it pays 25,000 to 1. Dalton Schultz,
all
you can win
easy.
116,000 for $4.
No, it's well
Let's
done.
go. Oh, I'm riding this. This is the four tight ends.
Go
I'm
on.
all in on this. Upper.
Also coming in soon. So I sound like a fucking race caller there. Racing now. Here we are.
No
Who
one's
is
watching.
this? But
No
seriously.
one.
We've got a few things
Live at
coming.
Macca's.
Next week, but we actually will be having a bit of a Patreon coming into the AFL season. We are creating a bit of a punters club hub for all yous, for all the fans. So if you want to get on the 100K, you're going to be part of the family.
Morgs, go grab that second Big Mac for Darcy to do a second.
I'm so glad that I announced it. You said it now.
Nah, but we'll just use that again.
I will say to you.
Are you going to do a Bernie bets out the front without me knowing and take bets, whatever you reckon my over underline is?
Sure. Yeah, done.
Fifth.
Giants, Jeff.
I reckon we get done, but 31-20 Eagles win, but we still have a crack. Upper.
Chile, baby back ribs.
Ribs.
Arriba. Rabs.
Unwatchable.